one, it'll create jobs. Two, strategic importance. Three, political.
All other issues from immigration to the war in Iraq and stuff all requires a large amount of money, which would directly affect the economy and cause it to go down or up. Our economy has not been very well for a while. We've been having declining enrollments in school, declining population. Our market, our economy is based on agriculture, and prior to the last couple of years, our wheat prices were low and real bad, but the last couple of years they were up to $8, $9 for a while. But with this downturn in the economy, you've seen wheat prices go down, but you also have seen the fuel prices go down at the same time. So with the fuel costs going down and the cost of production going down, we haven't seen as much a strain on our economy as we thought we would because of those going down. The wheat market's gone down and the crops prices have gone down because of the economy, because not as many people are buying those goods and services because they're tightening their spending.
I think that for us to affect small town growth or anything like that, we have to change the desire of human beings. Unfortunately, most Americans want to just go out and make lots of money and have kids and do whatever they want to do. We've really lost a sense of loyalty to community. And I don't know if that's something that necessarily the government can influence or uninfluence. I think there's certain programs they could have, and I know they do. For instance, sponsor scholarships, someone comes back to be your city manager.
The cost of living here is still a lot cheaper versus bigger cities, bigger suburban areas.
I think the thing that's killed a lot of small towns is a poor attitude. Their central sense of bad decision making on their own. Now there are effects, like I said, fuel, food. Those are things that we affect.
I always feel like our government borrows more money to fix the economy, and that's kind of what's got us in this mess to begin with. Is our country and the people in this country have a lust for borrowing money and getting farther in debt. And sometimes I feel that's how our government's trying to fix the problems by borrowing more money.
Credit is way too easy to get. Minimum wage hasn't kept pace with inflation. The distribution of wealth has changed dramatically. Who controls the majority of the wealth compared to who doesn't?
The Dow Jones average was down 350 some points. Gold was up $32. Oil was up another $5. And there's a lot of chaos out there, and everybody's worrying about $4 a gallon gasoline. But I don't think there's a clear understanding exactly why that has occurred. We do know that there's a supply and demand. There's a lot of demand for oil. The supplies may be dwindling. But there are other reasons for high costs of energy. One is inflation. For instance, to pay for the war that has been going on and the domestic spending, we have been spending a lot more money than we have. So what do? We send the bills over to the Federal Reserve. They create new money. In the last 3 years, our government, through the Federal Reserve and our banking system, created $4 trillion of new money. That is one of the main reasons why we have this high cost of energy and $4 a gallon gas.